Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. And in the last episode, a ton of things happened. We explored the entirety of the town, and we couldn't do nothing, because even the guards themselves would prioritise not letting kids do anything, rather than, you know, stopping a thievery happen right in front of your face. Yeah, unbelievable that. We witnessed a robbery, we restored the Great Fairy, and we learned how to blow bubbles because we can't shoot deco nuts. This place is weird. Our priorities just don't seem to make sense. But we also started playing hide and seek with some kids before the robbery took place, and we got to find the rest of them since we've already found the leader, which was also right next to the thievery, and these guys are supposed to protect town. And even though I would like to say these kids do a better job, this guy didn't even see me coming, and I just whacked him without putting up much of a fight. Wow. Well, you're done at least, and Tattle's just going to tell me the exact same thing again. Yep, stupid brat. Why do we have to play these stupid brats' little game? Come on, hurry up and find them already. Only 3 hours and 11 minutes until morning. Yeah, as soon as you say that, 10 minutes already passed by. So we've got to be quick, but obviously, as I said, the locations are going to be different in the N64 version compared to the 3DS version. That box weren't there before, so that was super easy to find. Pincered between me and a dog, and I'm probably actually going to be editing them all in this. So yeah, they kind of put each kid in every sector of the town, including down here, which we haven't been to before. Since we haven't been everywhere yet, this must be the laundry pool. If we hopped on water here, yep, we can do that. This is where the stray fairy would have been in the day. Wow, really? Unbelievable. But yeah, what I was just saying with the kids being in every sector of Clock Town, they weren't actually like that in the N64 original. They were kind of like kept in the spots that they usually are, and then they just kind of ran away, except for the leader, the red one, Jim, hiding pretty much where I found, well, in the same sector where we found him, but there was another kid there as well, and not just him. So with 2 hours left on the clock, we've almost found these guys already. And it's actually kind of nice that they kind of mix it up a bit, considering that if you have played the N64 original, it's a bit more of a new challenge. Plus, it makes sense to have every kid in a sector of the town, since there are 5 sections of the town. This guy didn't even try to hide. Yes, okay, there wasn't a box in the middle of South Clock Town, so that was a stick in the mud, but the other dude, one hid behind a pillar, one hid in the corner, in the place where you're not supposed to be able to reach, unless you have a key to the hotel, or if you're a deco scrub, which we are. One was actually hiding in a box in the laundry pool net behind a guy. Okay, fair enough. You were standing outside. Were you the person who was actually late to say go? Because I think you weren't even aware that you were playing the game. You were just standing here absent-minded. Didn't even see me coming when I caught you. No challenge. I just swept it. You're pretty good for a deco scrub. If only you were human. Then I could give you an original bomber's notebook and make you remember. What do you guys think? No way! No scrubs! Rude! I'm no scrub. I'm a beast. I guess not. Once we let some kid who wasn't human join our gang, and boy did we ever regret it. Sorry. This town is racist to scrubs. I mean, I guess these guys are at least explaining that they've had bad experiences before when they're not human, but still, it's like Gordons and, you know, Zoras for the most part are trustworthy. Skull kids are generally not. I mean, again, that's generalization, that's stereotyping, but from what we understand at this point, that it seems to be the case. Then again, deco scrubs can be mean, but there is a business scrub in town with legit commerce or boot sailing, so I don't know. It's a weird thing, though, considering that, again, the guards, people actually selling deco stuff that we cannot buy. Literally, the only, like, positive thing that we've had so far is from the Great Fairy, which is a different species, and the decos in the playground right next to the Great Fairy Fountain. That's like the only section that we're allowed, the top left of the entire town. I'll teach you the code, but as promised, but I can only tell you once, so pay close attention. Are you ready? The code is 34152. 34152. 30, yeah, 34152. I think I've got that. The entrance to our secret hideout in East Clocktown. Well, that was 6 of the 5 kids. We did see another kid, just on passing, but we didn't actually talk to him. That's actually where we need to go. This kid's sadly got the shaft. I just realised I had enough rupees in order to get the other map. I'll leave that for later, though. That's fine. I'll go pick it up after we've gone through here. If you want to pass through here, you'll have to say the secret code. Wait, 34152. I know I could remember it. I mean, obviously, if you want to, write it down, you can do. Just don't use the notes page of a manual. But on the 3DS, of course, since, we are on the 3DS, you do have the ability to use the game notes if you so wish. The code is different every time you boot up, every time you make a new save file. So anything that is, whatever the code was before, then you delete a file, and then make a new file, the code will be re-randomized. So you can never use the same code twice, for the most part. Wait, what? 34152? Did I type that in wrong? Was I not reading? 3, 4, 1. Did I do 125 and I said 152 out loud and I didn't read it properly? I think that's what I did. I'm gonna have to look that back in editing. I'm gonna feel like a right moron. I know what I said. That's right. If you know the code, then you remember, right? Okay, here you go. There's a lot of cool stuff at that telescope guy's place. And yeah, Bomber's Secret Society of Justice Forever, which you guys pretty much do a better job than the soldiers. Won't stop a bloody robbery. I've never seen something so horrendous in my life. Even I tried, wasted half my nuts to no avail, and yet I'm still considered weaker. Well, of course I'm considered weaker, but you should have stopped a thievery from happening. The dude committed theft, an old lady got injured. A shop will not be stocked of its bigger bomb bags. Actually, if we get 10 more rupees, we might go buy that. Time's ticking. Oh, hello there. That's a Scotilla. It's protected by a hard shell, but its stomach is soft. Well, our own spin is not good enough. Maybe we can fire at him. Oh, well, I did let go of the button, but I didn't fire in time. Time's ticking! As a certain penguin with shades would say. Oh, I saw that clock pop in! The hell? I'm on a new 3DS. That pop-in should not be happening. Did you guys saw that right? I mean, I know this runs at like... The system runs at 60 and, the game runs at 30, but... Even I saw that with the naked eye. Come on! I've never noticed that before, and that just happened to happen there. Wow! But hey, time's ticking. That can't be good. Another scarecrow that's just dancing the night away. Hope you're not screwing me, buddy. Is that why time is ticking faster? I've got him in my brain. I wonder how the astronomer knows the Skull Kid. Why did the text box change orientation there? That was weird. Whoa, look at the time! You don't even have 2 days left! Alright, let's hurry up. Let's spin up these stairs and climb up here. Still don't know why they kept them slopes. You could have easily modelled them to be proper steps. Well, a strange-looking child has joined me today. Are you a new friend of the Bombers gang? Yes. Whip them at hide-and-seek. I'm the best there is. Your manners seem much better than those of their mischievous friend from the other day. I only know of Jim. You would have to tell me. I'm a recently new member. That ill-mannered troublemaker from the other day said he'd break my instruments. He said he would steal my moon's tear. There was no stopping him. Even though you have one in the case right behind your head, makes your hat look like it has an evil glow. If Tao would get out of the way. Even now, just watch him. He's probably causing trouble around the clock tower. Will you gaze into the telescope? Yes, please. I would like to use your high-tech telescope. Well, it's already 7:30, and there's the moony Rooney. Let's get a good look at those pearly whites. See right up his nose. Let's zoom out. Let's get out of there. You can actually use gyro as well to move around a lot faster. Wait a minute. He's on the clock tower. Hello. So yeah, we're getting a nice look at the field, but what's he doing up there? I mean, I know he can fly, but... Incoming! Okay, we can't turn the telescope in that manner. We can't do that sharp of an angle. Excuse me, mooning me. Where do you get off, good sir? I'll get that guy. We have a score to settle. Oh, we can turn it down that low. I'm pretty sure you can't do that in the N64 version. And what the hell are you doing in there? There's a dude in the tree, and he's after some red rupees. Well, if we could grab those for ourselves... There's a flower over there, there's mountains. We can see a lot of stuff that we can't access because the bloody... Again, the soldiers won't let us. Whoa, did you find that, troublemaker? And that loud noise, what was that? Perhaps another moon's tear has fallen nearby. Go through that door and take a look outside. But I wonder how that troublemaker got on top of the clock tower. He can float! He can float! That mask he's wearing lets him fly. I feel outclassed and a bit peeved. I mean, the mask is the thing that made us look like this. The only way up there is through the clock door. That only opens only on the eve of the carnival. So we can't access that area from the clock door on the base tower. I mean, there is another door that we saw that one Deco Scrub fly away from. So maybe that's the door we need to check. I wanted to check this, not jump down. Oh, I fell anyway. That's why the lunar rocks that have been blazing from the surface of the moon lately. They fall from what looks like the moon's eye. So I call them moon's tears. Speaking of moon's tears, and what just fell, isn't that what that Deco Scrub wanted? Again, clockwork. They are rare stones, valued by many in town. Well, since that we just saw one of those stones drop from its eyeball, I think we want to go out here and claim it for ourselves. You got the moon's tear. Its sparkling beauty radiates rather strangely. This is a new cutscene to the 3DS version. Hey, just so you know, items like this are called gear. Gear is basically just stuff you won't normally need to mess with or think about too much. Tap gear. Sorry, I had to look at the bottom screen for a second there, because that, even when they use the icon in dialogue, because of the resolution, you can barely read that. Not exactly a good idea, that. Tap gear on the lower screen if you want to take a look at the gear-like things you've collected. The moon sure is huge right now. Looks like it's going to come crashing down on us. But don't worry about that, silly moon. It's going to crash down on us? Don't worry about it. What's wrong with you? Do you not hear what you're saying, Tattle? What's with everyone's priorities? Yes, we need to focus on the Skull Kid. The mask probably has something to do with that. If it can transform me and it can break the Great Fairy into multiple sentient pieces, then who knows what it can do? I mean, we have this time limit for a reason. The masked man wants to get out in 3 days. Gee, I wonder why. Well, we know where he is now. There's nothing left to do here. Let's go to the clock tower. Right, fair enough, but jeez, give me a heart attack with your shenanigans. We have the map. Not much that we can do here, though. We're out of town. We need to get back. So, since the trip back is pretty much going to be exactly the same as coming in, I think I'm actually just going to cut until I get there. Of course, time's going to tick, but there's not really much else I can do about that. Alright, we're back in town. It is raining and the music has changed. Mayor's official residence should be open now. Let's go have a little quick look in here. Got a nice model of the town here, but we're not tall enough to have a good look at it, so we'll check that later. Welcome. Do you have some business? The room on the left is the mayor's room. Sounds like they're having some kind of meeting, I think. The room on your right is the drawing room, and it's also Madame Aroma's office. Don't go in without an appointment. The lady will get mad at you. What lady? The lady in the room, or you being the lady? I'm going to invade this meeting and let's see what's going on. We heard of Muto, we've heard of the thing. I've got complaints. You and your soldiers don't do anything to stop robberies. Most of the townsfolk have already taken shelter while waiting for the mayor's orders. The only ones left are the public servants and the committee members. Mr. Mayor and the Carnival Committee members, please order those who remain to evacuate.
Well... you cowards! Do you actually believe the men were full? The confused townsfolk simply caused a panic by believing this ridiculous, groundless theory. The soldiers can't prevent the panic, but outside the town walls is where the danger is. You want answers? The answer is that the carnival should not be cancelled. Isn't that right, Mr. Mayor? Well...
Are you serious, Matto? It seems that the giant chunk of rock above us hasn't caught your eye. At this time of year, we're overrun by tourists, so why is the town so empty? Clearly, it's your job to ensure the carnival's operation, but that's only if the people are only here for it. Don't drag the merchants and soldiers into this.
If the soldiers wish to run, then run, Viskin. The councilman will stick to tradition. The carnival will be a success. I've never heard of a defence unit abandoning its town, or its people with robberies. Madame Aroma would surely say the same thing, wouldn't she, Mayor Detour? Let's not bring my wife into this.
Okay. Things are heated in there. Maybe that's why the soldiers have been ordered to stay put despite robberies, because they have to let people evacuate. Still, though, I think people's safety in terms of being robbed comes first. I'm not going to live that down. That is messed up.
Are the things damp lately? Oh, that's the greeting used among us, Zora. Where's your mama, sonny? You came by yourself? Aren't you a big boy?
I'm really getting sick of being condescended as a bloody kid. I can defend myself, thank you very much. Then again, that goes contradictory considering that because I let my guard down, I became this way.
Oh dear, are you a student of Deco Elementary? Where is your teacher? You shouldn't be here. Field trips go next door. Tell your teacher that.
Well, that ain't gonna happen. They're in a heated argument. That's a problem. Well then, since we're just a kid, we shouldn't get moaned at too much for just wandering around being a rebel. So, you know what? Screw you. I'm having a look in here. Oh, I can target that. What? Hang on. There we are. I have to actually make myself taller. I forgot about that. My small stature is screwing me over. Cafe's diary. The wedding ceremony is soon. Might be early, but I finished my wedding mask. Well, better being early than being late, I'll say that, especially on an important day such as that. I wonder if Anju has made hers. She tends to do things at the last minute, so probably not. There's a gathering of the fellows at the milk bar tonight. I plan to show off my wedding mask and talk about my sweetheart as best I can. Now that's adorable. Maybe I shouldn't have read that.
Don't you remember the skull scrub? My bloody words. I'm in such a frenzy, I'm slurring my speech. Don't you remember the deco scrub that wanted the moon's tear? Don't tell me you forgot. Whoa, look at the time.
Stop telling me about the time. I have a clock. Please. I do not need this, madam. Right. I think we're done in here. So, since we still have a little bit of time before this apparent Carnival of Eve, and the carpenters are still working on something, that leads me to believe that the thing that they're building in South Clocktown is the thing that they're building in time. So it's not time yet, so we actually have a bit of spare time to actually reach the Skull Kid, so we can't really do much at this point. We're pretty much at the end of our mad dash. So you know what? Since it's a new day, and it's the only people that we can pretty much socialise with, and we also have a little bit of moolah, let's hop back into the playground and prove ourselves to the Deco Scrubs once again. Maybe we can earn their favour. Maybe we can get them to help us out, widen our search. Maybe we could gather our propellers and fly to the Skull Kid early. That sounds a bit far-fetched, but you never know. Try setting a new record again today, young Scatlink. One game is 10 rupees. Yeah, I'll play. Right, so the game is pretty much the same, but this time the platforms are moving horizontally, not vertically. So this one is pretty much timing in terms of dropping. And this one is considered the toughest. So I want to stay in this for now, despite time still ticking, not the minigame time. Once that reaches the top with that blue rupee there, or the green platform, whatever, they actually follow the grid of the floor, so just time your drop, and you're alright. And I like to make my way on the outer edges first, but if you are running out of time to land, then you can always make your way into the inner circles, which are the easiest to do. Right, so what I want to do here is do this. Get ready to drop here because the platform's going to come over. I keep grabbing the ledge. I'm doing it slightly early, but I'm still grabbing the edges, so it's fine. I actually need to land on the other platform of this middle row, but that's fine. Because what I can do is quickly cut this corner and then drop. I didn't grab the ledge that time. That was bad. Yeah, I would like to try again, please. I always start on the left one as well. That's just me, though. It might be easier to start on the right. I always start on the left. It's just how I do things. So obviously our time is ticking really fast. That can be a problem, but you know what? Should be fine. As long as I don't fail too often. Right, let's get on with this. Drop now. There we are. So let me try and speed things up a bit by heading to the middle here. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop open, just hover without moving, drop, there we are, so that gets that done at least. Let's go here, so I can drop on this platform now, there we are. Going to hop out now and just go straight forward so I can meet the platform when it comes around. There we are. And now we just need to get the blue. Right, so it's coming around. There we are, and did it. I didn't need to hop onto that, the second platform of the same row that I was on before that final jump. I thought I missed a rupee. But hey, we did it in 51.99. Another fishing hole pass, or more rupees depending on your version. That's it for today. We're going to wait till the next day. And since, you know, we've been told many a time that we still have more than 24 hours remain, because, you know, the original N64's clock would look different. It would literally be an archway, as you've probably seen already. Yeah. Our clock in this version is kind of split between 3 segments, or 6 mini segments, so that kind of gives you the impression of what we've got going on there. We barely just have enough money to go grab that bomb bag, despite not being able to buy the new one, because, you know, again, that robbery, because the bloody townsfolk cannot be looked after by the soldiers, so logic, that is a thing. Let's go grab that bomb bag quick, since we may actually be able to use these explosives. He says that we cannot use them, but we've used bombs before. Surely these stubby arms won't be that big of a judgmental thing. Actually, we should have had the larger bomb bag in stock, but it seems there was an accident getting here to the store. I don't know when we'll be getting it now. Well, at least you still have the normal ones, so I'll take that for now. That'll be certainly helpful in the future. Or in the present time, depending. With this special offer, the bomb bag comes with 20 bombs! How lucky! Thank you very much. Could buy some bombs as well, but we do not have the money for it. We need another 40 rupees. There'll be fireworks show on the night before the carnival. You should go see it. Come again. Hello, lady. I tried to... Wait, can I not talk to you? Oh, it says speak. I can actually do so. Oh, well. That's a small customer. Sorry, lady. I tried to help. I apologise for... Actually, no. I don't apologise for the town's useless security. I just apologise for you being the victim. Be careful during the fireworks. You can use bombs once you become an adult. Yep. They're faded out. We can't use them. Shame. Hey, at least we have the bag. They may be useful at some point. Maybe if it was worse comes to worse, we'll just shoot some bombs from our mouth, if we can. That would be nice to do. Since we didn't actually go in here before, let's pop in here quick, since I was prioritising other stuff that day. If you'd like to buy a ticket, we start in the morning. So yeah, even if I did do it at the time that I was walking by here, would have been past the time. And they don't sell tickets at night, so. I think now it is time for us to go hand in this Moonsteer. If you have a Moonsteer, I must get it from you. My wife would love it. If you give it to me, I'll sell you my sticker spot here, take a flower included. There it is. Shining stone for the moon, found near the Astral Observatory. Let's pop that in. Ah, that stone, you must hand it over to me. In exchange, I'll give you my spot here, deco flower included. Isn't your spot pretty much just the deco flower? Or is it the stall next to you as well? That would make sense, actually. That's probably why they moved it slightly in the 3DS version compared to the 64 version. It is slightly different, but it's pretty much in this general spot. You traded the Moon's Tear for a town title deed, so we now literally have the paperwork here. You really helped me out. Now I have the perfect souvenir for my wife. I hope you don't have, you know, pending bills for this particular location and you screwed me over with a piece of jewellery. She hasn't said eyes that are so strange. Sparkling stone like this in a very long time. The title deed for this spot should be in high demand among deco scraps, but you already know that. If you don't need it anymore, you can always sell it. And he pops out with an additional bag. Not only because he's moving, but probably because he has the moonstone in there. And with that, we are now able to make it to the additional door, as well as this heart piece. Can I land on it? I jumped over it.
Looks like we still can't use the stairs that lead up to the roof. Oh well, can't be helped. For now, let's just do something to pass the time. Chat with people, do a little dance.
Do a little dance, eh?
Whatever, it's not really my business.
Well, I want this first. Because we need to restore our health since, as I would like to think in my headcanon, the Deco Scrubs messed up with our vitality. Collect 4 for a new heart container. Each new container put together will increase the amount of life energy you can have. Well, that's a step in the right direction, at least. Rooftop access strictly prohibited. Enforceable until midnight on the eve of the carnival. And just says the same thing. So, actually, I was trying to turn around there. As we can see adjacent to us, the carpenter's been building this tower. We can actually fly onto that tower now. But the thing is that they're building that tower so that people can walk up the tower with ease in order to get to the, door on the opposite side here. But the thing is that they've got to build a bridge as well. Considering they're still building the tower, they haven't got a lot of time. It's going to be another all-nighter, I figured. Wonder we'll be finished on time. Probably not at this rate. Now, you might be wondering why we had to... Bloody dog. And not my dog. Even though that's close. So yeah, you might be thinking, why can we not just go to the side here? Which actually tells you the door to the clock tower stairway opens at near the edge of the carnival. Fireworks show will mark the occasion, so obviously looking for a change in the structure or fireworks would be the clue that it's time to head up here. You could just take this little slope and hop up here, but remember, most people probably won't be able to climb. So one would wonder why they didn't, have stairways, considering that, what, is it just an annual thing that they always build this tower just so they can keep the carpenters employed? It really makes you wonder, don't it? Well, regardless of that, it's coming up to time, and there is actually something that we can do. So, breaking character for just a moment, what I want to do is head back to the Stockpot Inn, the hotel here. But the doors open at 8 AM and they close at a certain point, at which was 8:30 PM, as we saw already, because I was actually about to leave the room, and I was confused as to why she was just standing there, and there was a bit of a delay for her to actually leave the room. Well, that's not a problem, because now I can actually just make my way through here to this door that I said was always unlocked, and I want to actually head downstairs. Anything that's happening inside here we can actually still talk to. And actually, on the map below, there's actually an arrow that says where we can actually leave, funnily enough. It actually tells us that we can go upstairs. If we go in here, there's an old lady here that we haven't actually been able to talk to before. So I've actually forgot to check this door. But we're here now, and we're still actually a little bit early, so we might as well talk.
Oh, Tortoise, you're late. Tomorrow's another early day, so good night. I'll read you a story tomorrow.
Granny's Diary. We're going to take refuge at Rarani Ranch tomorrow. I guess it really will fall. Talking about the moon. Leaving my lifelong home and fleeing is unbearable, but nothing can be done. I think I'll take several of Grampy's favourite books. Oh dear. Things are not really going well. The apocalypse is above us, literally upon us. Falling. Moon tears skyrocketing, And yeah, the Skull Kids, like, caused havoc everywhere. And the townsfolk can't even do anything because they're busy in an argument. Really makes you want to, you know, throw up. Good thing that this is like some sort of medieval toilet, so maybe we're in the right place at this specific time. Unless there's a hand that wants to grab my buttocks. Paper, please. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't upchuck because you made me swallow that back down in surprise. Yep, this is what we're here for. This guy wants paper. I technically already own the deco flower. Don't really need this. You need this more than I do, mate. Here. World's about to end. I don't really need it. That flower's going to be nothing but a pile of ash. If the ash doesn't get kicked around by the impact. Yay! Oh! You saved me. This fell down here. I'll give it to you. Yes! And I love that, actually. He's holding it above you for you as well. It's like, ta-da! Found a piece of heart here. Yeah, piece of vitality. Who would flush that down the toilet? Really? Unless there was just like a hidden chest in the sewers with a piece of heart and he just happened to think, you know what, I'll go grab this for you. Hang on a moment. I've wiped my hands with this piece of paper. I can give it to you so it's nice and clean. Unless the piece was covered in feces, but hopefully it's not. We'll give it a clean before we make, fall, and devour. That was it. That's really all we needed to be in here for. Oh god, the camera. I forget I can actually turn it with the nub. I don't use the nub, I've already mentioned that. But yeah, that's literally what I wanted to be in here for. So, yeah, we've kind of really done everything that we need to. We've got everything set up as necessary. However, there is one store that we haven't been into yet that is only open at this time of night in West Clocktown. So I want to quickly head over to West Clocktown in order to go into this shop, which we weren't able to access before. Oh! Hello! This curiosity shop's guy is taking advantage of me. I just want my fair share. Well, shit! We're just too late every time, aren't we? That was the same guy! You are a shady-looking guy who used to run the store next door? Hello? Every time it's late at night, things happen. Midnight, last night, a robbery happens with that bold prick. Tonight, at midnight, hand pops out of a toilet, and we bump into the bold guy again with this guy who runs the other shop, working in cahoots. No wonder you guys didn't want me in on the, quote-unquote action. By letting me buy my own deco wares at your convenience store. Hey boy, shouldn't you be with your parents? Go on, get. Well, dang it! That really screws the pooch, don't it? That really rustles me jimmies. Since we can never seem to, you know, get through an episode at this point without, you know, or even a day, 24 hours without bumping into that bold dude, I think it's time for us to end it once again. So, in the next episode, guys, we give one more run around the town and see what else we can do to pass the time. Maybe we can scrounge up a bit more health before facing off with the Skull Kid of Doom. And climbing up toward the moon on top of the tower, which will surely be closer this time tomorrow. See you guys then.